After auditing tens of e-commerce brands per week on Google Ads, I've come to find a few major reasons why most brands struggle with profitability on the platform. So what I want to do today is show you some real reasons with live examples of brands we have been working with which went through all of these problems and how you can solve this issue of profitability forever on Google Ads. Now, before diving deep into the reasons, there's one common situation I've seen across all of the brands I've talked to, all of the brands I've audited, and that is the brand owners or the CMOs, their number one go-to for blaming when it comes to the results, when it comes to the profitability, is the Google Ads account itself. Now, you might have found yourself saying any of these things, such as the Google Ads platform itself is rigged to go after only retargeting audiences, or maybe Google Ads is just not the right fit for your brand because there's not enough search volume, or even Google Ads shows wrong results, the CPCs are just wrong, the conversion rates are off, and nothing seems to be accurate because all Google is doing is showing faulty data to drive the overall metrics in a skewed direction. So the general kind of feeling every single one of these brand owners generally has is the ad platform sucks. But what they fail to realize is that more than the ad platform, it has to do with the systems you run and the strategies you run. Because what most brands do is they run a strategy, they run a system which is designed to only run after a 2x ROAS or a 3x ROAS, and they expect that system to work at a 4, 5, 6x ROAS. Because there's a misalignment of a variety of different things, which we'll cover in this video, it just doesn't make any sense, and there's no incentive for the platform itself to go after a higher ROAS because it's not built with that foundation in mind. Now, some of the biggest issues I've seen and some of the major reasons I've seen brands struggle so much with profitability start from the foundations, things such as bad or missing conversion tracking, things such as a very weak product page or a very weak landing page experience, which basically forces the algorithm to not send your way high quality traffic. Even on the other hand, things such as a campaign structure that's completely off, that's completely derailed from what actually works within your niche and industry, which causes your brand to go after low buying intent or a medium buying intent at best type of audience type. And the fourth and most common reason why I see brands struggle with profitability with Google Ads is they optimize for vanity metrics such as CTRs or CPCs or even the ROAS or target CPA when they should rather be focused more on things such as search impression share or click share. Now, going back to the first major reason as to why brands struggle, a faulty foundation due to conversion tracking. There's a perfect example of a brand which we actually started working with under my Google Ads agency, which actually fell into this criteria. Now, for a very long period of time, Google Ads was basically the most unprofitable platform you could think of. I mean, at any given time, they were spending tens and thousands of dollars every single month to generate even below break-even numbers. They were at a full-on loss running Google Ads. There were months when they would spend $70, $80, $90,000 and operate at a 1.3x ROAS. That's absolutely poverty level for this brand because the break-even for this brand is roughly a 4x. So they were literally giving money to Google. But flash forward a few months into running Google Ads for their business, what they came to realize is for a large portion of the middle of the year, at least, the conversion tracking was completely broken. So one positive thing they did was pause ads and start working with us directly under my agency Your Marketing, which we started working with roughly during the month of November. But due to problems with conversion tracking, they were recording a big amount of sales, a big surge of sales. For example, in this situation, they had a 50x ROI in the month of October. But the reality was this was not happening at all. Their conversion tracking was an absolute mess. And this was causing a big dent in their overall profitability because the entire algorithm was basically going after a certain type of audience which did not exist. And Google was thinking that because the ROAS values were so high that it should continue going after this audience because it was meeting the target ROAS and target CPA goals of those campaigns. Well, come to find out, conversion tracking was an absolute mess. And it wasn't until we actually completely stopped those campaign strategies, reanalyzed the conversion tracking, and actually fixed it before the algorithm actually started getting real results and real momentum, which is the sole reason why it actually scaled to a 4.6x ROAS in this November. And then finally in December, after spending $90,000 at a 6.5x ROI. So a lot of the times, the issue might not even lie with the products you sell or the campaigns you run, but rather rather with the type of conversion tracking you have in play. And many brands kind of disregard this. They just go with the flow, whatever their current agency, whatever their current team has implemented, they just trust it and believe that it is correct. And they might kind of disregard a few percentages in terms of discrepancy. If there's maybe 5%, 10% discrepancy in sales from Google Ads versus the back end. But reality is, as you start to scale up more and more, that 5 to 10% discrepancy becomes a very large amount, to the point where the entire algorithm is going after the wrong type of audience. But this brings us to the second biggest reason why brands struggle with profitability, which is weak product pages. Now, another brand which we recently started working with was facing exactly this issue, where for a very large period of time they were running Google Ads, but there was basically no momentum that they were gaining. No matter what they tried, no matter what tactic they tried on Google, it just was not leading the brand anywhere. And to come to find out, once we actually started working with them in late October, the problem was not conversion tracking, nor was it the products they sell, nor was it the niche they were in. Rather, it purely had to do with a landing page experience. Going back to the month of October, they got one single sale after $2,700 in spend. This is not wrong conversion tracking. It's purely correct conversion tracking, but this was happening because there was a big discrepancy between what the users were expecting when they went on the product page versus what actually showed up on the landing page. The landing page experience was extremely poor because they were not even using something like Shopify for the backend or WordPress, rather some third-party arbitrary back-end CRM, which was not allowing them to properly optimize the website, which was not allowing it to properly get designed. So their conversion rates were extremely poor. The user accessibility was extremely poor as well. And this was affecting something called the quality score of their Google Merchant Center account. Flash forward, after we kind of switched up the overall landing page experience, we changed things up. We had them convert over to Shopify. Things changed drastically. In the month of November, they had almost 500 conversions in total, spent $18,000 to make back $90,000. And then December, as the slow season started to come through, they still had 180 sales. But overall, after $24,000 in total ad spend, they made back $117,000 in actual revenue. So the root cause of the unprofitability here was actually the weak product pages, nothing more, nothing less. But by the way, if you run a brand making over $50,000 per month in revenue, you need some extra help scaling your brand to the next level with Google Ads, click the first link in the description below or scan this QR code right on the screen to just book a call directly with me, and let's see how we can potentially work together to scale your brand to the next level with Google Ads. But third major reason is wrong campaign structure. And again, a perfect example of this is a brand which we will soon begin working with. This brand right here is a big liquor brand within the United States, and it has only a 2-campaign approach running at this point of time. Note, the number of campaigns running within this brand, it's not the issue. The main issue is this brand has a segregation strategy which is purely based on devices. They're essentially trying to segregate out mobile devices versus desktop versus iPad. And this is one of the worst strategies and tactics you can implement for any brand in any niche going into 2026, because of the sole reason that the algorithm is extremely powerful. All of these updates we saw during 2025 has allowed the algorithm to now pinpoint and know exactly what's working in terms of devices, audiences, locations, and what isn't working. So more often than not, there is no need for you to go in and segregate out your campaign strategies based on the devices, because on a fundamental level, doesn't matter if you have 1 campaign or 10 campaigns, Google naturally does it, and it does it better than any human could potentially do. So having this sort of segregation strategy, big waste of money. And because this brand has been running this wrong campaign structure for a very long period of time, the main issue this brand was facing was during their peak season of October, November, December, although they had a slight increase in the overall ad spend and the overall revenue that they generated from Google Ads, overall, it was nowhere close to where they wanted to be. In fact, if we look at the overall ROI for this level, it dropped to roughly a 4.33x, where on a bare minimum, they want to be roughly at a 7x and 8x ROI after spending $50,000 to $60,000 in total ad spend, which they have not been able to do for the duration that this business has been on Google Ads. So campaign structure plays a big role in profitability overall for the business. But at the end of the day, you can't just get away with a proper campaign structure if you're not looking at the right metrics. Now, most businesses, what they do is they look at the ROAS, they look at the CPA, but that is only telling you a part of the picture, because the reality is you're not able to make any solid decisions. You're not able to change your strategy just based off of the ROAS or just based off the CPA. And this is a mistake I made for a long portion of my own career within Google Ads, running my own e-commerce brands, where I believe that just looking at these two main metrics was enough to guide all of my strategies, to guide all of my decisions. Well, come to realize that although these are the top level metrics which determine your real success with Google, they don't really tell you exactly how your strategy should be changed. So the moment I went from looking at just the ROAS and the cost per acquisition to then looking at more valuable metrics which tell me more things, which give me a bigger overall picture of how things are working, such as, for example, search loss IS rank or search loss IS budget, or even the search impression share or the click share, that's the moments everything changed for the businesses I work with and for my own e-commerce brand. Because these numbers, what they do is they tell you how much of the auctions you're winning and how many of the auctions you're losing, maybe because of a low budget, which is search loss IS budget, or maybe because of a low ad rank, which is the metric search loss IS due to rank. And there are other metrics which we'd pile on top of this, such as the average order value, such as the overall average CPCs and CTRs, but those are secondary. The primary metrics, which most brands don't even know about, and the rest that do know about it completely disregard, those are the ones that actually drive scale for your Google Ads accounts, and those are the ones which actually make it so your brand scales to the next level. And this brand right here, the very first brand we went over, this is the same mistake that this brand was making, where for a majority of time, they were basically judging their campaign success or failure based on those arbitrary values. And the reality was, although they were spending a lot more money, although they were getting some traction as it looked like on the surface level, in the back end, they were extremely unprofitable. Nothing was truly working. But with all of that being said, here's what you need to understand. Increasing spend doesn't fix broken foundations, because spend, if you add spend, if you add more campaigns onto a broken foundation, onto the broken fundamentals of your ad accounts, what will happen is those foundations, because they're not built to sustain your results, will crumble the moment you add ad spend. And this is probably why every time you try to scale up your ad spend, ROAS dips or it becomes extremely unprofitable. It's simply because your foundations need to reach that level of profitability, needs to reach that level of stability where it makes sense for Google to spend more of your money and allow you to win more auctions profitably, because Google is a reward-based system. It's going to reward you with higher quality audiences, with more wins in the auctions, only if your brand deserves it through a proper foundation, through proper fundamentals. So essentially what needs to be fixed before scaling or adding more budget is your entire core of what your Google Ads accounts relies on. Most brands think this is essentially the campaigns you run, but the reality is it's all about things such as the landing page experience, things such as the quality score within your Google Merchant Center, which most brands completely avoid, your campaign strategy, if you have proper segregation in place, or is it just segregation based on devices or the locations, and most important of all, what you do once you start getting results and once you start getting data coming through your Google Ads campaigns. Because what most brands do is once they start getting data coming through, they either follow the set it and forget it approach, where they barely touch their campaigns or their strategies in once in a blue moon. Or on the other side of the spectrum, there are the brand owners who go completely crazy with their campaigns. They change things on a daily basis, 3 times per week, and then they wonder why their profits is not changing, why they're becoming more and more unprofitable. There's a very fine line between overdoing too many things within your campaign strategies and approaches and just letting it fly by without doing a single change. Once you figure out that fine line is when you start to completely go over these reasons as to why most brands are unprofitable. And it's also the same points where your brand truly starts to scale to the next level with Google Ads. But again, if you run an e-commerce brand making over $50,000 per month in revenue and you're looking to scale to the next level with Google Ads, click the first link in the description below or scan this QR code on the screen to directly speak with me, and let's see how we can potentially work together to scale your brand to the very next level.